Let's see, do you recognize this flat earther? He gave us this classic.
This is an egg.
He also gave us this classic.
Okay, now we've established that this is my own video.
And this.
Yeah, I'm that fake that I disagree with Bob and Odell when he says there's definitely something that indicates up from down.
Still don't recognize him? Then I will let himself present himself.
Flat Earther Sleeping Warrior is a Flat Earth Poe, or a fake Flat Earther.
Oh yeah, fake flat earther. I love losing all my friends and my family and my job and all the good things that you bald earth trolls take from people, right? Yeah, because that really makes this position really sound appealing.
More than 2.5 years ago, he started to make new kind of content. Before that, it have been only flat earth, and he have several thousand followers. But he started to follow the trend by flat earthers, believing that we was not sick. It was a conspiracy. And he got his channel deleted February 2021. And after that he started a new one, but he haven't posted so much. But recently he have been on several other YouTubers live streams. So he's active again. Let's have a look at that.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, by way of an addendum, this video is dedicated to Ruhif, Ranty, and Conspiracy Cats.
Sleeping Warrior did do this video 2.5 years ago, and it's about the image that made Ranty leave Flat Earth. But he haven't dropped this image. I did have a quick look at one of Flatzoid's live streams, and there I did find Sleeping Warrior.
If you've been to Blackpool, you know that this picture's got to be something to do with some type of lensing effect. Because when you go to Blackpool in real life and you're standing at the tower, them mountains don't look that big with your own eyes.
Any proofs for that statement?
Cool.
But the thing is also, this picture is not just a single picture, it's layering.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it almost looks Photoshop.
It is, so it's a whole bunch of different photos composite on top of each other to give this kind of photo. It's almost like you're doing an HDMI kind of photo, where you're taking hundreds of photos and you lay them on one another. So you get a crisp image. That's what he did.
HDMI? Oh no. What Flatzoid tries to explain is HDR images, high dynamic range. This image is taken by me, and it's a high dynamic range image. It contains some 3 exposures. I choose this technique on this image because of that it was a difficult light at this moment when I took the image. It don't change the height of the mountains, the distance to the objects or the mountains. It's only changed the lighting in the image. But you have another technique too when you stack images. This macro image also contains some several images. I have taken several with different points of focus or focus points on the fly, so I control how much of the fly is sharp. So, is this a high dynamic range image? The answer is on the page that Flatzoid looked on earlier on in the video. So let's have a look. Here we have the answer to that question. I tidied up the image, nothing more than crop and adjust the contrast lighting in Adobe Lightroom. Pretty normal activity from back of camera to presenting. So Flatzoid is lying once more. He's talking about things he don't understand, and he makes up fairy tales. he's dishonest as usual.
Yes, and 300mm Nikon 750. Exactly, Gleam. There we go.
And is that important in any way?
So, just based on the focal length alone, look at that distance, guys. That is a very far distance.
On that focal length alone, what have that to do with the distance? Oh dear.
91.33 kilometers, guys. 56 miles. How can you say that shows for Earth curve? I mean, that's just stupid. You can see the base of Blackpool that you're not supposed to see.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Another thing that I've got issue with. Blackpool and Pleasure Beach are on the same side of a road. And if you've been to Blackpool and you imagine where that line of sight is looking, you'd be looking between Blackpool Tower and you'd be looking between Pleasure Beach and you'd be looking straight out to sea.
Yeah, but I mean, look at this. Look at this. At this, you can see the beach. There we go. You're not supposed to see the beach because according to your globe, the horizon should be, we worked out, should be around about here somewhere.
According to Flatzoid and his friends, on a globe the horizon should be down here. Oh dear. We'll speed up this part when Flatzoid is looking for Blackpool on Google Earth.
You want me to
So
actually
you've
go
got
to
Blackpool Tower, right? You've got Blackpool Tower there,
Yeah.
and then if you look, so are we looking at it now? Pleasure Beach is at bottom from Blackpool Tower.
There we go.
So you have to
See
go
that
out,
road?
you have to go out to see it.
You see that road where you've got your cursor now?
Mm.
Move towards bottom and keep going down until you get to Pleasure Beach. Right, you have to turn around.
Yeah.
Because where he's taking it from is like where the water is.
So
isn't it?
your Pleasure Beach is looking down there, right? So that picture, you've got your Pleasure Beach on your left and your Blackpool
Yeah.
Tower on right. You'd be
Yeah.
looking at ocean.
Yeah.
And we don't.
The tower on the left side and the beach on the right side. Let's look at the image again. The beach on the left side and the tower to the right side. Oh dear. And if we once more look at the page that Flatzoid looked at earlier on in the video, where you can buy this image, it's clear that the beach is on the left side and the tower on the right side. Dishonest once more. Let's fast forward a bit in this dumpster fire until the one and only Sleeping Warrior enters the show.
Causing the evaporation of water that does all sorts of weird shit to the horizon that you're looking at.
Yep.
And we knew before we went that Blackpool Tower, from the distance away that we were at, which is like 30 something miles away, we knew that the only thing that you should see at Blackpool, if you could see it at all, was the bulbous part of the tower right at the very top, and it'd be on the horizon, be sat right on top of the horizon, touching it.
Right.
And when we got there, you could see numerous lights that were on the funfair. You could see the beacons that the planes use so that they avoid tall buildings. But there were that many of them, it took ages for us to work out which lights we were even looking at. But none of them should have been visible. And me and Ranty were stood there, and I said to him, I said, how do you interpret that? And he was like, there's no ball, there's no curve. I was like, nay. I said, I don't know what it is we're looking at. We'll have to try and analyse it. And we spent ages trying to work out what all these lights were. But eventually, when we started to pinpoint what these lights were, and we could say, right, this is that ride, this is the other ride, none of these should have been visible, right? Now, when it comes to foreshortening, you only need a small wave in the middle ground somewhere to be able to drown out the thing in the background. And we were at a little bit of an elevation. We weren't like on the beach with the camera at the floor level. We were on the promenade. So because it was so dark and windy and cold, and to be honest, it was frighteningly scary because it's pitch black.
So Sleeping Warrior thinks he's debunking this image with his word salad. This is too stupid. He visited a beach in Blackpool in the dark and are trying to debunk this image. First of all, where are your proofs, where are your video, where are your images? And the main thing on this image is the height of the mountains compared with the tower in Blackpool. You didn't see the mountains in the dark, fool.
But yeah, this picture is like totally 100% showing flat Earth, not globe at all. And the fact that they try and harbor on, look, the mountain looks lower because geometry, shows they don't understand it's optical. And that's why I had to show them the forced perspective based on focal length. And this guy used a 300mm. So in other words, he didn't have a very wide angle of view, and look how wide this is.
And there we had more nonsense from a fool that don't understand how to use a camera and how they work.
Yeah, they're tiny, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's taking his focal length, his camera lens, and he's changing his depth of field on every section. So he's focusing here on one photo, focusing there on a photo, focusing there on a photo, focusing there on a photo, you understand? And is layering them on top of each other. And that's how he's getting this image.
And once again, Flatzoid proves that he don't understand cameras at all. He did get depth of fields with one exposure. That's how cameras works. With this light and those distances, you will have the tower and the mountains sharp, both of them. Look at my image once more. I haven't changed the focus between those three exposures on this image, but you see the mountains far away and the house both are sharp.
So
Yeah,
he's,
that's called stacking.
he's stacking,
That's called
exactly.
stacking.
But he's changing
Yeah,
he's changing the depth of field on every photo he's taken, and that's the only reason why this mountain looks so huge and magnified.
Well, that debunks him just jumping out at car and taking a photo on his
Exactly.
way home from work.
Because stacking is, you have to be very consistent. You need. That's what I said.
Well, no.
Yeah, if you're taking a whole bunch of photos, they have to be exactly the same position, the same.
Yeah, but my understanding of how stacking works is you take a burst, a burst of photos in a short, like a second, it'll take like 250 pictures.
Yeah.
And what the stacking process does is it gets the image in the right place so it overlaps. But then
It chucks
takes
out
the
bad
average-
ones out. That's what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes.
But a lot of the way
takes.
but when you do a HDMI, it's the same kind of layering focus. So you're going to change your exposure settings, you're going to change your depth of field, and then you're going to lay them on top of each other to get as crisp image as possible. You understand? So the stacking is practically just HDMI.
Well, no. What it does is it looks at all the pixels and it says, right, in most of these images, this particular pixel is this shade of pale blue. But on one or two of them, it's a little bit darker because there might have been a cloud or whatever, something changed. And what it says is we make this particular pixel the average that all the colours of all the pixels turn out to be. And what it does is it lifts a lot of all the blacks into not blacks anymore, and it takes a lot of the whites into not whites anymore, so you get a lot more depth to the image. But it doesn't mean that you've got a real image. That's the same thing that he does, Stephen Cheatley. Stephen Cheatley takes stacked images, and that's how it works. It basically takes the average pixel color and applies that over the whole image, but over about 50 or 60 or 80 or 100 images that are all very, very similar, but all unique. And that's how stacking works as far as I understand it.
All images you take with, for instance, your Nikon P1000 or with your mobile phone are processed by a small computer. So if this is fake, if this image is fake, all images are fake. Here we have 3 exposures, but it don't change how things look, how high a mountain is, and so on. And the Blackpool image is not like this image. It's not several exposures, it's made by one. So both Flatzoid, Sleeping Warrior and the rest of the gang is talking about things they don't understand, and they are lying about this image. And they try using their lies and lack of understanding how you take picture, how you process images to prove that we live on a flat earth. Talking bullshit on YouTube don't prove that this image is fake. Send someone that lives in UK to this beach, it's a well-known location, and take your own images and show us that this one don't show reality. Good luck.
Destroy.
What a dumpster fire. Sleeping Warrior visiting Flatzoid. Two fools trying to debunk things they don't understand. Oh dear. Now over to a more serious subject. When Russia invaded Ukraine, I decided that all incomes from this channel would go to help Ukraine. Most of the money have gone for buying drones, and I will continue doing so. But they have another need. Until now I have bought DJI drones, normal drones that you can buy in a normal store. But they have a need for another kind of drones, kamikaze drones. But I'm well aware that all are not comfortable with helping with those kind of drones because they are used as weapons. So from now I will use ad revenues, membership, super chats to buy normal drones. But if you donate using PayPal, I'm buying kamikaze drones for those. This is drones that are made in Ukraine, so instead of buying drones I will send the money, and they cost $700 per drone. And when they are using them, between 25 and 30% of them are hitting targets. So then you know, I did buy for my own money. I paid for 5 drones this weekend that will be produced and delivered to the troops that I'm supporting. Thank you for watching this video, hope you liked it. If you did, become a member, subscribe or come back next time I'm showing a video. Have a nice day, see you soon, bye.